let's look at some of the other cycles, but I got the screen up, right? You guys can see BTC here. We've been talking about this, what a monthly cycle, down cycle would look like, since for half the year, the stochastic was just ribboning and staying high. And so that cycle turned down December, January, and that's been one long ass cycle back, but this is starting to maybe turn up here. And we're right at the bands on the monthly. The intra-month high BTC is that same 4,000, 4,100 area. If you get a monthly close above there, that would be positive for the bulls for sure. BTC versus some of these other cycles. The next kind of longer term wave I care about is the end of February here. If we could make a new high above that 40, 41, 42, 4,300 area with the cycle into the end of February, that might point towards a move higher into April. Kind of starting to move higher though in the intermediate term on this turn here mid-February. So maybe we bounce into March, retest. That's going to be a big spot here, 40, 42, 43. It's kind of interesting. So the end of February. Let's check out some of these other alts. Well, let's just do the intermediate term too. So daily. Kind of at the bands here. And this is definitely a real money candle, and then again the price stayed in the top third of that candle, so that's constructive and bullish, and then took out the swing line. So if you bought this candle or into this pullback, you'd be again coming out of some of that long here. I don't think it's a short. 4 hour. And I don't, I'm not going to chase it up here long either. We're getting above pi on the 4 hour. That hasn't happened since beginning of January. Hourly is going to be through. So if you were long near term or the hourly here, right, it would be taking profit at new highs. So it depends how you want to play it. You can buy this next hourly 4 hour pullback on the long side. If we go from here straight to it looks like the market wants to move up to test 4,000. Cardano is 4 cents. I might take a little bit off. Just trying to remember where our last buy was here. I think it was down here near pi. No, I got a little bit lower. Probably take a little bit off. Cardano's got some resistance here into 4.5 cents. Pretty good buys down at 30, 37. What else are you guys playing? Wow, look at salt. Jeez, sideways, dead. Now just another collapse. So that's versus BTC. Why isn't this showing up? Is that even an exchange anymore? Can you get salt versus Tether or USD anywhere? Jeez. Is it? Wow. Binance really has a lot of resistance here at 10. You got pi, this whole shelf, this whole wedge that it broke down from. It's basically doubled off of 4 or 5 already, so that's clearly the level to watch. Let's look at a couple of these other majors. I mean, I bought a little bit more down at low 120. Pretty big move. It's a pretty good percentage move. %. I guess we should take some here, guys, if you're long Ether into resistance is clearly 160. If we get above there, the intermediate term, there's a lot of room. I mean, you're at higher highs now, so Link, Alan's still trading Link. Yeah, that pivot on Ether, right? I mean, if you're long, we should be I'm going to take some profit here. I got to figure out how much I want to take off, but we got to take into the strength. And there's clearly resistance 155 to 160. But yeah, this would be, we haven't made higher highs on what this daily or intermediate term for a long, long time. And that pivot now is 160. So if you get above there, in our model, then it's kind of a lot of room to run back to pi at 300. So that'll wake some people up. I mean, we essentially made the higher low of phase 2 higher low here at 100. And then that's clearly where the TMS is now at 160. This is pretty strong. Real money candle Litecoin pull back in the range of that bar. Litecoin looks like it wants to test 55.60 again. I'm a buyer of the alts here on pullbacks. Not much life though out of Bitcoin Cash. Not a lot of life out of Neo. It's going to look better though. It'll be at new higher highs if it gets above 10. Mise goes really low. Ripple's not doing much. Are you long some Neo gas? Whoa. All right. It's had some. Looks like it's had some crazy spikes versus BTC. Man, 0x versus BTC. Pretty weak. Monero. Pretty sideways. Monero might trade better if it gets above 56.60. It definitely looks like Ether and Litecoin, you expect them to kind of trade well. They're moving the most. Your link's back up, huh, buddy? And in a pretty good, even versus Bitcoin with the strong move in BTC, trades pretty good. Well, I want to figure out how much I want to book on Ether, but I think maybe you take a little bit of gains here, buy the next, keep adding and reducing around Cardano, Ether, Litecoin. Now that we've got some higher highs on the hourlies.